Michigan State University leaders and law enforcement are likely studying their response to the deadly campus shooting. College public safety experts say they'll put together an after-action report that could help first responders and campuses around the country in future tragedies.
I got a shot fired complaint at Berkey Hall, 509 East Circle. 509 East Circle, multiple callers calling it in right now.
When those first 911 calls began coming in, hundreds of police and first responders jumped into action.
We ran out, there were cops there, and they told us to go lay in a field.
The gunman shot and killed 3 students, wounded 5 others, then walked off campus. As police closed in on him, he shot and killed himself.
We don't have an answer right now, and that's the honest truth.
Now, 2 weeks later, as investigators and MSU officials continue to try to answer lingering questions about why, campus safety experts at colleges and universities across the country are doing their own examinations.
This is something we prepare for. It is absolutely our worst nightmare.
IU's VP for Public Safety, Benjamin Hunter, says all of its campuses participate in regular tabletop drills. In fact, it's completed 8 of 9 campus mass shooter trainings this school year. This type of training incorporates communication teams, law enforcement, and school incident response teams.
So a lot of effort in working with our partners to make sure that we have a coordinated response. And that's exactly what you saw in the MSU incident. You saw multiple agencies. In fact, if there was an incident to happen, I mean, you're going to probably see in a matter of minutes just a multitude of officers.
That's what the video shows. Hundreds of officers responding to MSU's campus. Hunter says that's protocol in an active shooter situation. It's why good communication during an event is important.
What I think MSU did very well, my counterpart up there, they kept putting out information and they were very transparent, because that's the one thing that you not only do if you're in the situation like those students were in the lecture hall, but parents that are following the crisis. The more information you can provide in the crisis, you're going to lower the temperature in terms of anxiety.
He's talking about this video. It shows students in a lecture hall hiding while they wait for an all clear from police. The video was one of many shared widely on social media.
They said don't open the door!
Social media is another avenue that campus police are monitoring constantly, especially in a crisis situation.
So if we issue an IU alert for anywhere in the system, we automatically stand up an incident management team. And part of that is monitoring calls, social media. We do get some of the best information from our students.
Collecting, evaluating information and dispersing it in an emergency incident is the key to a successful response.
That's the director of campus safety at St. Mary's College. Like most schools, students here sign up for an alert notification system. But there are other ways the school can communicate with people in the moment.
We are also able to communicate with individual areas through the electronic devices in that area. Teachers giving a lecture and it's got a PowerPoint or whatever on the screen. We can take over the screen and spread information to individual class areas.
At St. Mary's, there are cameras throughout campus. Campus safety staff patrol buildings, and there's technology in place that allows some buildings to be locked down. But it doesn't escape university leaders here and elsewhere that college campuses are often spread out and publicly accessible.
Yeah, institutions of higher education are much more public than even public schools. They're less controlled environments.
We are safe campuses, we're a safe environment, but bad things happen, and you just have to be prepared.
And they say that preparation is happening all the time during planned campus events.
We've not had an active shooter, but we've had incidents.
During unexpected crisis.
For every incident, large or small, it's an exercise.
And when tragedy happens elsewhere.
That's why when you see an MSU and it's so tragic, then we follow up and say, okay, let's test our plans. Let's drill.
Ask ourselves, if this happened with us, what would have our advantages been? What would our disadvantages have been? And how can we evaluate and improve our plan for response in the event that something like that happens to us.
Campus safety leaders we spoke to had 3 main takeaways for college students and their families about preparation. First, if you see something, say something. Don't be afraid to report something that you think seems out of place. Second, make sure to sign up for your college alert system and follow them on social media. And third, be prepared by learning more about the Run, Hide, Fight survival strategy. In the studio, Kristen Bean, WSBT 22 News.